going on? All right. I love that song. What's up, Somer? I was uh I was hoping Nesbitt was gonna stream. He'd started to, but he had he's still looking into setting up OBS, so I walked him through a little part of it and then directed him towards a couple tutorial videos for that. What's up, Satan? Second, V 2.0. Second's Vengeance. I put it back to Vengeance. I figured you'd like that. If not, you can always change it. Um, yeah, so he started to, but he's he's I believe it's his first time actually streaming. So, like I said, I had him set up display capture and the game capture, but he doesn't have the phone for like the chat, like how I watched on mine. And I don't put because I play full screen and I do everything else full screen. I don't like having the chat on my monitor, so I open it up on my phone, um, just to kind of keep track of things. Plus, it's small. It's off to this side. It's not. I'm not staring at it. It's not distracting me in any way. Um, so I wasn't sure if he was gonna get back on and give it another go, but he said he's going to probably tomorrow. So okay, let me see. Sword. They're hysterical. You guys are hysterical. I was having such a crap morning up until I finally got the phone call. They're letting me go back to work on the 8th, so they caved. I win. That's how it goes. Just make the best of what you can. So I'll take the money for now. Um, so this is gonna be, like I was saying, this is gonna be for my Argonian. Um, but we're gonna set it up uh, pretty simply. You probably won't see things in a lot of the categories. Um, Specifically, um, main textures are going to be minute, and I might jump around from category to category. Um, Definitely things like um, quests and dungeons. I really only plan to run Legacy, and I have to also check the TPOS2 update that Nesbit did. It didn't make it to console yet, um, but it is up on Nexus. And it was in the middle of my Braven playthrough, so uh, so let's see. I just want to see the changelog as to what is done. This is okay. So this is the last one. The one I was using was version 9.3.1.3. Uh, when Obscure's College has the patch now for TPOS. TPOS no longer has the patch for Obscures, and that's the college mod that I use. Yeah, he started to earlier, um, and that's kind of when we were like bouncing back and forth between um, the Xbox channel. That whole thing was a shit show. I don't know what's going on there, but like I said, um, I for clarity, and so I still have yet to receive a message back from Electric Sparks. I sent this to him at 3:10, so 2 hours ago, a little over 2 hours ago, when all this happened. So I ported relics. Um, I got permission to port relics. I've updated relics. I've kept up on it. 2,500 2,500 downloads of it, which isn't a lot, I guess, for Xbox, but I've stayed on top of it. And then he didn't have anything up until the beginning of January, nothing through December, because he was working on a different mod. And in my initial message to him here this was the link to Bethesda, and then when I went to the page, he's changed the link from my link, which is still up on Bethesda.net, to his own. But I have no message. Nothing was said to me. Nothing was uh, nothing was even mentioned. So, and again, like there's nothing in the comments. So, just for clarity, right? So this is a while ago. The last update I did was December 4th. He just updated it again, I think it was January 3rd or 4th, and he had a couple updates since then. And now that I know that he has a couple updates, I would update, but it's also, and you can see I don't have any messages here. I have no comments here. The last one was uh, just a thank you comment from Esmelda. That's it. And his latest full version was 2.0, which required a new save. So I'm waiting for a message. I'm waiting for a reply to this. We all saw. What's up, Tim? What's going on? So yeah, all of that stuff that was going on in like the Xbox discussion this here that perfect showed me the message. And if that's Simon's with us now. If that's Simon's server, he should know exactly what's going on in his server at all times. I'm not saying that to call anybody out. I call it like I see it. Like I know exactly what's going on in ROL at all times, even when I'm asleep. Obviously, I'm not checking things while I'm sleeping, but I catch up on it the next day. And if somebody's sending you a message like this, and it's hearsay saying, "Oh, the guy who hosted ROL on console is no longer supporting it," when have I ever said that? I've always supported it. And you know, Nesbitt will back me, and I know the people that'll back me. I know the situation behind this. I think, and I'll call people out on their bullshit. I'll call people out right on their BS. I don't care. And the thing about this is, you know, Electric Sparks is the OMA, as I have here in my description. Where is it? Ported by Electric Sparks. All credits. There's I'm simply porting, which I did. So if this is the case, if I don't receive a message from him, I'm leaving my version up. Hey, Mr. B. If he messages me and he asks me to take my version down, I will take my version down. No questions asked. Um, but I would still like to know. I would still like to know the the person who said on Simon's server who said I was no longer supporting it. And Simon's also a part of SOS. You guys all know the reason why I left SOS. I mean, there were several reasons, but you know, there were pretty valid reasons for me anyway. But I call people out on BS, and I call people out immediately. I have absolutely no problem tagging someone when they have a do not disturb message up. I don't care. I have absolutely no problem doing that, especially when I see a message like that saying, "Oh, I'm not supporting it." Yeah, bullshit. You can go fuck yourself, because I am supporting it. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like I said, if he asks me to take it down because he wants to, host it himself, that's fine. I'll do it. But like I said, here's my inbox. No replies. And that was 2 hours ago. And he was active uh, about an hour before that, so I know he saw the message. If you're on Nexus, I get my phone dings when I get a message on Nexus. So It's not like he doesn't see this sitting in his inbox. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that. We'll close that down. We are so the new version. Okay, so here's the thing. So TPS2 new update um yesterday. Okay, so this is version 1.4, 3.1.3, 1.4. New game starts required. Uh, ELFX patch is no longer required. However, Nesbitt states to place the ELFX main mod above TPOS2 and the add-on enhancer afterwards. Now, we had a couple people test this out, and I believe you get the flicker with it above without the patch. I still think I still think the patch is needed for ELFX. It's needed for a lot of other things with enhanced lighting effects. Um, it's got a SMIM patch, of all things. There's a couple other mods that also require a patch for enhanced lights and effects. Um, so I don't know exactly what's changed. I'm hesitant now to even add ELFX in, knowing that there is no patch in the foam mod here. There's no patch in here for it now. So I may go with the different interior lighting mod. I need to figure out which one, whether it's ELE, which I've used before. I used to use ELE all the time on console and I loved it. It was my go-to interior lighting mod. Mostly because I didn't want to use the space for ELFX, and ELE was very lightweight. It made things very dark. Interiors were dark. You had to bring a torch. You had to bring a lantern, uh, like one of those carry lanterns, for wearable lanterns or whatever. Um, you definitely needed one. Plus, I think if I'm going to run this new version, uh, I'm going to change a couple other things. I think I'm going to do a full Skyland overhaul with it, meaning landscape. I'll do all the cities. I haven't decided on Markarth yet. Uh, at that point I may as well. Do you know what I mean? So, but we'll have to see. Um, the only reason why I'm starting is because I wasn't sure. Well, once I saw Nesbitt start his stream, I figured, all right, well, we'll be doing that for a little while. I didn't know how long he had planned to go. I know he had some things to talk about and show with his load order, because he's going to be starting to play. Um, but I believe it's going to be fairly lightweight as far as graphical overhauls. Um, his EMB, even I don't know what he runs for an EMB. He's never told me. I'm not sure I've actually asked. I might have, and I think he's spliced together his own, which is why all of his pictures look really good. Yeah, from Frank family and for Windhelm. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do, Sonar. Cause here's the thing. I'll use that I'm reading above from the text steps. Oh my god, you guys are hysterical. Excuse me, making me choke. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use Noble as a base for the architecture for some of it. I'll use Skyland, everything else except for maybe Whiterun. Definitely using Winterhold for the Chantry College. Definitely using Riften. Um, even the farmhouse textures, I'll probably still use Skyland. Um, we use John's Signs, we'll use his ships and shacks. I'm not using realistic water, so it means Skyland watercolors out because I believe it requires realistic water too. Um, who knows? Who knows? I still kind of want to, like I said, we got a ways to go. I still want to. I may test this by itself because of this changelog. Um, I'll test it on a different profile, but I'll test it at the base level, with just things like, alternate start. Um, I don't even think I'll test it with a weather or anything like that. No graphics. I just want to see, and then I'll swap in ELFX and I'll swap in a couple other interior lighting ones. Um, until then, I might. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might do. I could create two profiles, like two Argonian profiles, one with TPOS2, one without. Because once I have one profile set, it's just you're copying one to not just naming it something different. Like Argonian 1, Argonian 2, but it'll be the same character. But one will have like a TPOS setup. The other one will have like a JK's on a Skyrim setup. So we'll have to see. The Rigmore Bruma. Let me see. Let me take a look. Rigmore of Cyrodiil. I've seen the Bruma one done. Uh, at least when it was it was still being worked on, but it was released, but it was still being worked on. And I remember watching, God, who was it? It might have been Kubitz playing Rigmore Bruma. I think. Don't quote me. I think. um, oh my God. Melted a pair of shoes for you. I've seen the broom. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. Let's see this one. Rigmore of Syria. Well, we'll open both. I'm more familiar with Bruma, but let's see. All right, so 1st of December 2018, so a little over 2 years for this. Wait, 18, 19, a little over a year. So better dynamic snow in the world space. Let's see. So Finis users install the sport files and run Finis for users. Nice. See if I recognize any of the names in here. The Lore Seeker. Yeah, there's a few. There's Michael. Yep. I think that's what you're talking about, right, Sonner? That he also did some voices for. I know you mentioned the other, like one of the other games he did voice for, but there's Michael. Nice. That should be interesting. We'll have to see. We'll see on these two. This one I've definitely seen. All right. Um, So yeah, we'll do a little bit of load order stuff. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. It's 5:30 here, maybe till 8, and then I'll be done for the night. I don't, rather not start three streams in one day. It's kind of overkill. Two is enough. Even though the first one wasn't long, this one's not gonna be long. All right, so we got to more HUD. Let's see here. Dear Diary, I am going to leave off this for this play. As much as I like it, it cuts off it cuts off a little bit of the dialogue in some of the message boxes. So um, so we'll skip it. We'll go right to font overhaul. And I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with like crafting or um, anything like that. Let's do, ooh, shit. Let's do a quality world map while we can, and we'll adjust it. And I'm gonna take a different version of it actually. We're gonna take the Vivid Stone Road, and I'll still take the clear map skies. These always look good, so no worries. Clear map skies, change the name. Beautiful. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright. Colored and animated Celtic icons. Let's see here. Sky UI active effects icons. Go with this one. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Just requires Sky UI. Yep. Why? Because of the. That's just how it was archived to me, Soner. I didn't name it that. Tim's gonna make a belt out of my Aragonian. Should probably download it, shouldn't I? Interface. Um. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll leave it there. And then we'll do font overhaul. This is my personal favorite, so the full one. 6.8. Did that get an update? No. Okay. Just leave it at font overhaul. What else? Undiscovered Skyrim. The Master of Leatherworks. God. So that one should have a ESL, which is fine. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, better dialogue control. Oh, this one first. Skill interface retexture. This is a solid one. Starting out at one night, hey, don't be selling my people off. Let's see here. Usually do option 3. We did. I think I did purple last time. Let's do green for Argonian. Right? Green Perklines? Yeah, right there. Do green for Argonians. Constellation HD. I do option 4. Perk stars. Do option 2. HD. Thank you. It likes me. Alright. And then. Although, you know what? Well. So here's the dilemma. I want to add your diary, but I don't. That sounds like something else, Tim. Very happy. My mind thought of something totally different there. I don't know. Should I add to your diary or no? Half of me wants to, half of me doesn't. What the hell is it? It's just sitting here, huh? I just gave you all that space back. That was odd. Okay, mine's thinking. You're leaving yours. Alright, so I'm gonna need better message box controls then too. Yep. I still have the HUD set up. I'm still gonna go with that. I do like that. Um, I just want to be able to add my own loading screen, um, music, things like that. So get the Sky UI fix. Oh man. Okay. I'm trying to think of what else I had here. Undiscovered. Jay's lockpicking. And that's usually just for the for the ball knockers, the balls knocker and the skeleton key. It's usually the only reason. Sky UI. Flashing save game fix. Does that come with your that comes with your diary, doesn't it? The pulse knocker. That's what it is. For Jays, look at it. I mean, look at it. Tell me they don't look like balls. They look like Peter Griffin's chin. That's a pair of balls right there. Flashing save game fix. What the hell? Entries when you save or load a game. Not compatible with complete widescreen fix. Or mods that edit the interface quest journal. Huh, I've never had this before. Hey, Sword. Yeah, yeah, he does have, he has quite a nice chin. Giggity. See, Sword, I can't help you there. You should know better. I should just use your diary at this point. God damn, I should. Fuck it, I will. Whatever. I'll use it. I'll have to take some different options though than I normally do, and then I think it makes better message box control obsolete. Journal, stats, system menu replacer. Yeah. So yeah, flashing save game quick save button removed. Yeah. Okay. Install MCM placer menu. Yeah. Yep. Yep. No. Yep. Non-frostfall, non-transparent. iHUD replacer. Yeah. So we'll do the favorites menu. The book. I actually like that. That's a pretty cool feature. I have to put J's underneath this one, I think. Or unless that's just for this area.
Molly, come out here, you're doing your reading.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. 16 by 9. This one, no. Yep,
Molly.
yep. Alright, we'll go with the whole thing. Maybe background. Why not? Yep. Place the cursor small. I'll just do the same thing I did last time. Not a big deal. Yep, yep. Okay. So let's get that done. Yeah, so it's gonna make the animated Celtic icons obsolete. So we'll take that off. We'll take that off. These can now go.
See you later, alligator. Call us when you get home.
Yeah, great sense of timing, sword. There was. So here I'll show you. So his the main file right now, right, is 28.3 megabytes. There are older versions of this. Your diary all in one. Uh, 226 megabytes. This is version 1.1. A 609 megabyte file for 1.2. 1.2a, and I'm not really sure exactly what they do. This will also buff. I've used this one in the past. It was smaller. It was somewhere around the 375 mark. So this one here, like 1.5a. I've used this one before. Um, it changes a lot. They've condensed it into this. So, um, uh, shit. Alright, guys, I'm gonna have to call it here. I got some stuff I gotta deal with. It's just, I don't know if you could hear the background noise. There's shit going on. I have to take care of something. Unfortunately, life. Let me, uh, let me deal with it, and I won't be back on tonight. I have an appointment tomorrow, and then, yeah, I go back to work on, the following day on the 8th, so. But I'll be back on. I'll be doing this. Hopefully by the time I get most of it set up, we'll have it set up, so. Apologize about getting off now, but I will see you guys soon. Alright, thanks. Bye.